Hello everybody, my name is JumboToons, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make an infinitely expandable randomized generator in Minecraft. So as you can see, this armor stand here gets teleported at random to one of these guys, and it calls one of these functions and it displays it in the chat. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that. All you need are the things that you see in my inventory here: a repeating command block, a chain command block, a normal command block, a button of any kind, I like to use stone, some building blocks, armor stands, and then an optional leather cap. So we're going to come over here to our build area. You only need a short amount of space. This is kind of exaggerated to show the proportions of the area. And what we're going to do is we're going to start laying out some of our command blocks. Now, you can do this in any order that you want, but I like to do it this first. So you're going to want to place a repeating command block up like this, walk over a block, place another one, and then place a third one. And that's pretty much your command system setup for right now. I'm going to go back and show you how to put the actual commands inside of these, but until then, we're done with that. So what you're going to want to do next is put your armor stands here, here, and here. And we're actually going to want to give these guys tags real quick. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go into the chat feature, and you're going to want to type /tag @e type armor stand, and you can use the tab button to autofill that. Add random. So this will give these three entities the tag of random. So these are the functions that we're going to be calling whenever we try to teleport this guy here. So we're going to give this guy a leather cap, and because there's only one of him, what we can do is we can hover over his face, and we can do /tag, and then press tab to fill his custom UUID up here. We just press this right here. Add decider. So this guy will have the decider tag. This guy has the decider tag, and these guys have the random tag. It's important that you choose those specific ones if you want to use the commands in the description, because these are the ones I will be calling, okay? So this is the decider, and these are the randoms. So all you need to do to continue this circuit is go into the description, get the command that I have listed there first, and type this in, okay? Or you can just use this example right here. /execute at the entity's UUID, run execute if entity @e type armor stand, tag decider limit 1, distance 0.0.01. So the reason why this is important is because it detects if the decider is inside of this entity, and I'll make that clear why it's important later. But what we have to do is we have to go to this 0, which is a placeholder, and we have to press on the long UUID for this specific target. Now, unfortunately, this is just kind of a tedious task. You have to go do this for each one, but it's really not that difficult. You just kind of copy-paste it in. So now, at the very end, you should have this long string attached to everything. You press the always active, make sure it's unconditional and always active, and then you press done. What I like to do is I like to put a little bit of stuff in front of each of these to say, hey, I'm done with this one, I can move on to the next one. Now all you have to do is paste it into the chat one more time, go over to this UUID, delete it all, and then click the next one. So this one is C43 and all this. Now you just press Control-A, Control-C, and then you can exit out. You go to the next one, you paste this in, make sure it says always active, and then put the wall in front of this one. And now for this last one, we do the exact same thing, super speedrun style. We got that all pasted in. We paste it into here, always active, and now we're done. We can actually remove some of these building blocks because we don't really need them anymore. And now this is pretty much almost the entire system done. All that's left for us to do is to teleport this guy back to these original places. But first we're going to go and place a command block here, and we are going to use this command, which is also linked in the description, which says to teleport @e tag decider, which is our blue hat guy, to @e limit 1 type armor stand, sort random, tag random. So it's selecting specifically the tags in the back 3 over there, and it's sorting by random, so it chooses a random one of them to teleport to. And we can see this in action if we go ahead and press a button here, and we press down. You see it teleports to it doesn't matter which one, it just teleports to a random one, and if you try it, you'll probably get a different one. Now what we have to do to finish this is we have to go inside of this block here. It can be any block, it can be all the way over there if you'd like, but the only rule is that it cannot be inside of this yellow ring. Anywhere within nearby of these guys, it cannot be. So all we have to do is do /TP @e tag decider, and then we do tab 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 on wherever you are at, and I like to do it so it's to the nearest 0.5, just so it's easier and it looks nicer. But you can do whichever place you want, any block you want, anywhere. It does not matter. Then you press Control-A, Control-C, and you can actually press Enter on this one just have it teleport back to you. So now this is reset the system. Now we're going to use this in our paste function right here. We're going to go up one with our chain command block. We are going to enter this command block. We are going to paste in the command, and we are going to click where it says unconditional and turn that into a conditional block. So now we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to do the same thing here, paste it in, press conditional, and there we go. We did this one too, paste it in, and here we go. So this is actually, we are 100% done. This is continually working. You won't be able to see it every now and again because it's just that fast. It works in the same tick because these are in the same. So sometimes you just can't see it, but I promise you it is working. And the way we can test for that is we can say, we can have another command block up here, set this to conditional, and then do /say green. This one's going to be green. We can do this one as red. And we can do, oops, forgot to set that to conditional. And this one can be blue. See, that's why you have to put it to conditional, or else it will repeat forever. And now we can actually check if this works by pressing this button, and now it says green. Now it says green again. Now it says green again. Now it says blue. Now it says red. So it's just obvious that it becomes randomizing. It's choosing a random one and calling that function. What's interesting about this is that it's infinitely expandable because you can use the sort random tag on any of these guys. So let's say you want to have one for orange. Let's say you want to have one for purple and cyan and pretty much any of the other colors, or literally anything else you want to do. Like if you want to have this for setting up blocks, something, etc., etc., you can just keep adding more and more command blocks. It does not matter. All you have to do is for every command block, you have to have one of these guys also. So it's just the more armor stands you have, the more command blocks you have, and the more work you have to do. But at the end of the day, it still works. I can actually go ahead and show you guys an example on how this works in action. So this is actually a map I've been working on for quite a while now. It's a murder mystery style map that I play with a bunch of my friends. And under here, it is completely coded within Redstone, and it might seem like a big jumbled mess, and that's because it is. I've been working on this for a while, and I've honed my Redstone skills to be a lot more composite and less cluttered as it looks here. But this is the system that I first discovered how to use this on, because I was looking through a bunch of tutorials, and no one really explained a good way on how to do this, so I was just kind of making it up as I went along. But this is the first iteration of it, and this is the target entity, this is the decider, and these are all the randomizers. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of them here. I think there's 18, and the way I did it is it needed specific timings, so I broke them down into these little sections instead of using repeating command blocks and chain command blocks. So normally, the way that I did it, the way I showed you, is I would have a stack of chain command blocks on top of this, but for this it needed specific timings. So if you want to see me go through an official way on how to do this, I'd be more than happy to. The way that the system works is that it teleports a player in order. The first player gets teleported inside of here, and then it runs this command, which teleports this to a random armor stand. Each of these armor stands is linked to a place in the map to show like a random area, and it teleports the nearest player, which is the player that's locked inside of here, to that area. So it's kind of like a random teleporter. Whenever the map starts, I wanted it to be so that no two maps could be the exact same. So players will be randomly teleported to different areas so that the map is always different, and there's no way to guess who the murderer, who the detective is, and who's innocent just based on where somebody spawns. It's always random. So that's what the system is. This is the reason why it's so complicated is because I had a tag feature which excludes people if they have already been teleported, so it doesn't accidentally teleport people twice. And you can do that with these guys too. I'll go over in another video how to make this specific system if you guys want to see that, as there's a lot of stuff that I have not covered in this that was just super helpful to the actual making of this map that I feel like a lot of people would really like to know. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe. I plan on doing a lot more Redstone style videos like this, and a lot more tutorials on things that I have learned in my Redstone map making abilities as I've progressed as a map builder. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.